I think your pawn automatically gets knowledge of your quests, even if they don't see them done. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Okay. And he needs to find his scriptures. The stuff that we saw last time, I'm going to kind of skim over. Yeah, when I started this one to do my practice stuff, I actually had a pair. I actually already have the scriptures from when I got them in that first stream. Speaking of, how is the stream quality? Nobody said anything, so I assume that the everything's working. But so I'm kind of curious. Is this Sadler? It's Salazar. You can tell by the hat, right?
Sprawl doesn't trust this guy. It's okay. He doesn't have a staff with tentacles in it. He's totally okay.
I think there is a staff like that in this game, though, which is funny.
Oh, great.
Then there should be an NPC. There's something in here, but I can't find him. Well, I'll keep my eyes open out for him. None of the problems from last time. Excellent. Thank you.
I just wanted to look at it. Just curious is all.
You know what they say about curiosity, kid.
I cannot remember where I lost it.
You think he would have mentioned he was playing on the rooftops, though.
I dropped it as I ran. Cor, what am I to say to him now?
But yeah, due to our magic Skyrim quest radar, then we'll have no problem finding anything. So, as a matter of fact, I'll wait for that one when I come back to turn in the quests. So we want to head up on the rooftops, which the easiest way to get to those is, it's one of these houses, I think. Oh, perfect. I need to talk to you anyway.
I would not ask this of anyone but you,
But yeah, there are, I think, 5 quests and 3 side quests that you have to do before you get the next plot, mission thing done. And so I'm just making sure I get those. I'm gonna, unless I forget something, I'm gonna try to make this one 100% stream. Not only to show off as much of the content as possible, but to get a lot more XP and discipline points to make hard mode a little bit more bearable.
Please go and tell him.
Okay. And as soon as we talk to him, that will switch it to being our primary quest, which is why, all of a sudden the icon changed. It's yellow for info on the... Let's do your pie. It's info on the current quest is in yellow, and then I think a new quest is green. Details... I think people helping your current quest are red, I want to say. Let's see. And there should be a gather point. Yeah, there we are. There are a bunch of these little gather points I didn't even know existed last time I was playing. And they give you... nuts aren't very useful, but you can get, I think, Grancis herbs from them, which sell for a fair bit. I'm going to try to... for things that... For big gather points, like in town and everything, I'm probably just going to do those off-stream. Just to grab some stuff and have it ready for next time, because you all don't need to see that. Yeah, it's your character bends down, rummages around for a little bit, and then item appears. That's all there is to it. Whenever we get more pawns, that's actually kind of useful. But whenever we get pawns, they will they'll join in and make it go a lot faster. When you've got 4 people, on their knees scrambling around in the dirt for goodies, it doesn't take very long. Let's see. Then we'll go over here. There we are. And while we're at it, let's do the... Okay, I guess it's only the smaller ones you can clamber on and search. Yeah, I think that one works. See, can I hop onto this one and use it to jump across? Yeah. Oh, no. Said yeah too soon. It looks like that should have worked. I wonder. I guess you just can't grab onto those, even though it looks like it should work. And I believe this is about where the stream started having problems. Well, not started, but kind of put it out of its misery from last time. Yeah, I know you can't climb up there. Ah, there's a chest in there. Clearly, we'll have to liberate whatever's in there from its owner. Let's see, and we can just do this. So that worked. Weird. It's just there are a couple sections in Grand Soren where you're actually expected to make sometimes precision jumps, bouncing around on the rooftops, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of Assassin's Creed-y and everything, but there are issues like this one that just a little imprecise on the what you can cling on to or not. Lots of Cassardite this time. I don't remember what it's used to upgrade for, but you can only get it by gathering here in town. So getting lucky with a couple spawns is pretty cool. Oh yeah, the well. Thank you. Yeah. I just found that out last time when I was practicing. Actually, that you can loot the well. I never tried it before. So on the way back to the church to turn in that quest, I will do so. Dat guy. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the pawn little jazz hands thing there.
Unknown place. Just appeared.
It's like it's a gesture they make, a kind of a greeting.
Not here.
They are a strange lot.
They look the part, sure enough, but they lack the spark what drives us.
The game's kind of inconsistent on the nature of pawns and how they lack free will and stuff like that. And yet there are times when it seems to imply that's not the case. So
There's an encampment west of the village where men.
it's a really weird thing to kind of justify as a racial trait, though. I mean, what would keep somebody from just, getting a bunch of them together and forcing them to fight for you and stuff like that, whereas everybody's kind of content to let them be mercenaries on their own.
Why don't you take him? Might be you learn all the
And there's some kind of...
first place.
Now, granted, and the game does explain most of its mysteries near the end of it, and some in a very silly way. But I'll try to avoid getting too heavy on the spoilers, though. It really is the kind of thing people should see for themselves. It's kind of out there. Make sure I'm on the right quest. Let's see. That is okay. Yeah, I found the scriptures that restarted it. Because yeah, he should be right next to the other quest. There we are. I need to talk to her, and those are the three here in town.
Cortez is found.
Oh yeah, good catch, Flython. Yeah, Adero, the not Mendez, referred to them as Myrmidons. They're called, and Flython said in Greek myth, the Myrmidons were people of ants transformed into people. Yeah,
Yes, that is correct. Although they have no relation to the Myrmidons that Achilles commanded.
right.
Send with valor.
I guess it's just kind of a cool word because everybody keeps using it. It's never referring to the same thing.
Thanks, good fisher. I am sorry.
Crypteria uses Android and despises Apple.
Ooh.
Well, in that case, let us...
Discard your apple.
No Apple. That's what we think about Apple here. I have been a long time. Yeah, it's not so much that I don't like Apple, but I've never really used it. I've been the IBM PC guy from when I was a kid. I've pretty much just gone. Oh, you can examine this one. I've pretty much just gone from there. I've never owned a Mac or an iPhone or anything like that. All right, let's go back up to the church. Mac is whack. Oh, do any of you remember, and this is like the early aughts, I think, maybe late 90s, with that Tobacco is Wacko ad
Oh,
campaign?
yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. Then it turns out it was Philip Morris that was doing it, and it was kind of like, yeah, sure, we'll go ahead and offer to do ads against our product in a show of good faith, and then basically use reverse psychology to try to get people to smoke anyway.
Where did you find it? found, but
Oh, I thought we'll have to reinstall this and wonder how the new comp will handle it now.
thank you.
Yeah, I have a fairly beastly processor. Helps make up for the cruddy video card. Well, I say cruddy, but it's a 750, so it could be better, could be worse.
I thank you, cousin. Pray forgive me.
But yeah, at this point, with the with an 8-core thing and enough fans to keep it cool, it is running it fine. So the fact that there was overheating last time does mean it was a pretty close thing.
I am newly come and eager to become part of this, but now just
Poor guy got sent to pastor the church here in the boonies.
failure on my part.
Of course, there's so few towns in Grancis that
Pray help
it's like I guess all of them are important. Holy Writ, which all new priests rely on, is an important tool in their duties. Yeah, I like the implication there for new priests. You have to imagine it's got a bunch of footnotes and pictures and stuff like that to make it easier for the youngins.
cannot thank you enough. Truly,
The heavily annotated concordance or something.
now I can once more offer.
Yeah, I think I mentioned before in a stream that our dad is a pastor, and when I had a nice full-time job, I bought him a 24-volume Bible commentary once. It was like the happiest he's been. Yeah, whatever. It takes all kinds, Now we'll go get that treasure chest that has been taunting us this whole time. Yeah, you see, that was quite a spill we took, and no damage. And yeah, just a little bit further, probably would have been an instant kill. So it's just really weird. And let's see if I can. Yeah, you saw Rooks back there. Rook. Yeah, Rooks is from the protagonist from Arcana. And he's back there gathering on his own. There's a certain radius they'll get from you, and it increases with a trait called Acquisitor, I want to say. And at that range, they'll just prioritize grabbing stuff over fighting even. So let him get a couple more things, and then does he start with Acquisitor status? And you can actually check this too. It is Challenger and Medicant. Good choice for your starter pawn. Medicant, as you might guess from the name, means he'll focus on healing us.
Right.
So
Which is good because you desperately need that.
Right. So we got our. So now we'll have to go out into the wilderness and find us some flowers. Oh, with whatever cash we have, let's see if we can get some weapons. I think she sells those.
I only wish I had.
The bow is probably going to be more important, I would think. Let's see, we have enough. Oh, we might have enough for both of them. Yeah, the short bow is actually chump change. And the weapons are very simplistic in this one. Unless they have an element, they just get better. There's no real reason to use an inferior weapon, except if you can fully upgrade one, because improvements improve quite a bit. There's a kind of primitive. Yeah, if I thought mentioned all the shopkeepers are so small. Yeah, they do tend to be a little on the shorter side. Yeah, I never really thought too much about that. It's not like enough. I don't even think she's sitting down or anything. I think she just is kind of.
I only wish I had.
Let's see. Is she sitting down? Nope. Wow. Yeah, that's. Huh. Yeah, the first one makes sense that she's short because she's really old. As people age, I think the vertebrae shrink and stuff like that. It all kind of combines to people losing a couple inches of height. But yeah, that's actually that might even be the same height. Well, I mean, she actually might be the same height as another lady. Wow. We are the chosen one. Well, yeah, I even kind of like that Sproul said that, because the game kind of pokes fun at it. We are the chosen because the dragon chose us, not because of any special birthright or anything. We want that later. Only bandits in that area count, unfortunately. But I think...
But yeah, after that point, there are bandits in a different area, so...
Right. Now, that being said, I think goblins will count anywhere. 5 rabbits. Oh, some of these are actually pretty funny. So, I don't know if this is a reference to something or not, but it's I, something about reincarnation and killing bunnies. Well, somehow we're being paid for it, so why not?
That's the important thing.
That's the important thing. So also, the special birthright was being born crazy enough to rush a dragon with a dinner knife. Well, yeah, it's probably the best possible outcome that could have come from that. There we go. That's 2 down already. And yeah, unfortunately, I don't believe wildlife counts for. Oh, and you saw that one there. This is going to be one of the biggest annoyances. Is that if you start the gather animation and somebody else wants to gather too, it will cancel it and they won't do anything. So you'll usually have to let them go first if you want to speed things up. It's a minor, but that's part of my annoyance with it. Is it's such a minor thing. You think they would have it aired on the side of ease of use, but
Right.
then again, if they had aired on the side of ease of use, the fast travel system wouldn't be the abomination it is. So, because yeah, I like exploring in this game. I will not like exploring this game so much by the time it's all said and done. Oh, I forgot to go make a pickaxe too. I'll have to go do that. I think you can combine. You can either buy one straight up, or you can combine. I believe it is copper and kindling to make one. So that works out too. Yeah, there is a very primitive crafting system in this game. Cryptero says sometimes I despise the loading Twitch Mobile has.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's clearly what they use to try to make you use the non-mobile version, so you have to see the ads. There we go. Is it just buffering a lot? Wow, 3.2k gold. We're rich. We'll be a little richer still since we're done shooting rabbits. Where? Oh. So luckily for Renard, he's still in normal mode and it's not taking double damage. That pretty much only applies to us. I think even pawns are exempted from it. So we're going to try to do that one. Get some stamina back. Ooh. So that's another part of the problem, is on... Okay. Explaining how health works, if somehow you couldn't figure it out from the intro. We start off with... But yeah, enemies in hard mode have a bit higher resistance to knock down and stun than they otherwise do. So you can't just mash buttons like you normally can. I'm kind of surprised it didn't do more damage. It is buffering a lot. Oh, that's unfortunate. And Flython, always helpful once it tells us to work on our aim a little bit. yeah. There's a upgrade called. Let's see if we can get that out of the way. That it reduces the recoil when you're trying to fire multiple shots, and it basically adds a little bit of deviation to your repeated shots. And so I was like, why aren't all Peasant Adventures? Just walk out of the village and trip over 1,000 gold, right?
I'll consider it a bargain.
Yep, lots of gold and flame daggers. You seem pretty set.
Mm-hmm. The cloak that, and I wish I remembered he gives it to you instead of you having to buy it from him, but that is worth a... Let's see, can we check our stats? Oh, it is the one we have to buy that actually... Yeah, that actually gives us a... He sells a cloak that gives us an HP increase, and every little bit helps at this point in the game. Alright. So, we're going to head up this way first. We can just run to the encampment and get our first... try to get our pawn first and everything. But... I would rather... What is he doing? Oh, he saw a goblin. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep the first couple enemies at arm's length. Yeah, they're resistant to stun and stagger, but fire will still mess them right up.
We have triumphed.
Let's see. Yeah, there's a tree where I think if we make it the primary quest. Oh, I don't think it does. Yeah, there are a lot of quests that it actually doesn't. Yeah, this one won't actually tell us where to go to find the flowers. We just have to explore.
And yes, Cryptero, all of the abilities that enhance weaponry applies to your ranged weapons and your melee ones.
Yeah, flaming arrows. That's one reason why Rook is so useful as your starter mage, because fire is the best early game damage buff, and heal is going to keep you alive.
Right.
It's like, why are you casting heal? I'm fine, but he's not, so.
Because it's not about you.
Oh, but it's always about me. I'm the Arisen.
Uh-huh.
If I can get 4 cedar branches here, that would be great, because that's what you need to 3-star the short bow we have. Goblin, where? Eh. I don't think we're going to get any of them this time. They're a fairly rare thing you can get from these first couple areas. Huh. Oh, yeah. I love the goblins with the hats. It reminds me of Overlord.
Right. Not as amazing, but still.
Unfortunately. Let's see.
That's why I have the Imperial Standard on my head.
That'd be a fun game to play sometime.
Yeah.
Then again, it can be kind of slow paced.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing.
Work on my aim. You can see I need to work on my aim now. Of course, they were like,
"Oh, there's one."
There's one, yeah. They actually weren't very far away, so. You gonna get it? Okay. But yeah, there is a tree around here that has usually ringed with those. Here we are. I walked right by it. Wonderful. And whenever you complete an assassination, or I think it's what they're called, an assassination type quest, it will immediately give you the rewards as soon as you're done with it. And that's 4 of the 5, I believe. 4. Drat. Need to find one more Sunbright. It's probably going to be back this way. Yeah, basically there are 2 big trees ringed with flowers, and I think one of them was closer to town. Since I was already past it to get Renard, I figured out, ooh, very nice.
Python says there's another at the other end.
Yeah. I'm thinking that's what I'm heading toward now. Assuming by other end you mean back toward the camp or back toward town. Or you meant the other end of the tree. Well, I'm pretty sure there's also more this way. Yeah, there's some right here. It is a grand tree. There we are. I think this one actually has all 5. If you... Oh no, that's 3. So the one has 4, one has 3. So it forces you to explore a little bit.
Only a little bit.
Yeah, only a little. Don't judge me. It's a lot of... Oh, there's another one. Maybe we can pull it off. And... Ooh, that's 3. I think I'm going to get 3 again. Arg. Well, the next one I find will be enough to upgrade it. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's all the branches you can explore too. So, we did that one. We did that. And we have to wait until nighttime to come back with a Moonglow for Bonita. I don't remember when that triggers. Let's go turn in these 5 now, and then grab a pickaxe so I can get that, so I can hit that mining location down there. And I believe that, what's her name? Estella. I believe Estella sells those. So, yep, there we are. So I'm going to get one now, and then whenever I get some copper, I'll just make another one and give that to my primary pawn. So Leon can make himself useful. Oh, you hardly ever see him wandering around. This useless dude is actually a fairly important quest later in the game.
Valmira?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yep, he wants to explore the world, but is completely inept and terrible, so you have to do it for him. And then in the end, he sets off and gives you a bunch of rare materials.
Oh, that's neat.
How we got them without being able to go anywhere.
I bring the flowers for the mixture calls for 2 types. I ask you this favor.
Okay. And if you talk to the people in town, they'll give you some hints about looking outside and everything.
All that remains is to find some moon.
There are a couple places where you can find moonglow, and if we're out long enough outside to get them to appear by the coast, we'll do that. Otherwise, there's one of them in town, and we'll just use that one. And I haven't actually gone down to the beach yet, so I'll have a nice little. Well, yeah, I did earlier, right, to get the to just hop out into the ruin, the wreckage of that little boat, and get ourselves some money. I believe it's right around. Yeah, here we are. It's right around here. And another thing too is that there we go. It takes copper and kindling to make a pickaxe, and now we have it. And I believe you don't have to do anything special. You can just straight up do so. Kindling, combine, and copper. There we go. And we'll give one of them to. I love the combine system. It's simple. Like there's nothing for multiple things. You know, you don't ever get to combine 3 or 4 things to want to make one super item. Oh, Cryptero, are you in for a treat on that one? He asked, do we get a mount or some form of fast travel? How it works is that the short answer is no. You do not normally get a means to travel around faster. What you do is there are items called fairy stones, and they are part of a system, a relay system they use with those port crystals. The ring of crystals right outside Cassardis. That got added in Dark Arisen. There didn't used to be one there. In the original game, there was only one location that had those crystal formations, and you can use a fairy stone to travel to a port crystal, and yeah. In the original version of the game, you got seagulls. They can drop eggs, which you have a chance if you let them mature long enough. Turn to golden eggs, which are really good heal items, but no, they didn't drop any. Yeah. But you can use the. Can we shoot you? Nope. But yeah, you can use fairy stones to warp to port crystals. So that's how the fast travel system works. I really like the day-night cycle in this one. Like some enemies become more active and will appear. Like a bunch of goblins like move out from there, and I mean the game just spawns them in, but you can kind of gather that they kind of come out of their caves and stuff like that, and they kind of party. They have a beach party every night. And right about sometime after sunset is when like the crops and everything changes. Like the moonglow should appear here before too long, but we'll wait a little bit. Get some fish. Yeah, apparently, in Dragon's Dogma, there's a gift system, and you might have seen that when I talk to NPCs. It pops up a present option, and everybody has something they like particularly, and then people have like classes of. Yeah, I think once they turn their lights on, that might be our cue. Let me see if I can see the moonglow now. But there are certain types of people or categories that will always like certain gifts, and like I think women always like flowers, and men always like fish and steak. It's kind of funny in that regard. Yeah, here they are. Yeah, the goblins just moved in. That guy with the crown is a leader. He can rally the troops to inspire them. They'll do more damage. They'll target people he targets, stuff like that. We're not going to tangle with an entire group. But this is also throwing Molotov cocktails. So I'm just going to run back and grab the one from. And even though he can cast magic, Rook threw a rock at him. Instead, Rock threw a rook at him. Yeah, he's gonna get himself killed back there. So let's just bail on that. Yeah, kind of like Fable, actually, Cryptero. Did you play the Fable games? I have kind of a love-hate relationship with those. We have... Oh, let's see if they give hints about Moonglow, now that we're on that stage of the quest.
Where do the curing flowers? Have you had a look by the shore?
Aha!
Of course, seems
Thank you. Yep, by the shore is where the Moonglow are. Nice to see this Ashley is a coward, too. Discretion is the better part of valor. You know, something tells me the goblins wouldn't let us wouldn't let us stay magically alive after eating our heart like the dragon did. Yoink! And with that, we can turn in the quest. Let's see. Oh, I forgot there's a chest out here too. They squirrel these chests away everywhere. Oh yeah, and for example, there's a lady from not France, and her favorite gift is wine, because of course. Crypteria played all three and concur with the love-hate relationship, right? I never played the first one, but I played 2 and kind of liked it up until the end. And oh, I didn't even see Lorax make a joke in there too. You stand in ankle-deep water, soaked to the bone. In that case, it's once you bend down to actually grab the fish, which she presumably spears with her bare hands, much like a Ninja Mom. That's what gets you soaked. Yeah, just walking in water won't do it. You have to be about halfway in water.
compound quick as you can. The mixture
D-Bug says it's not enough like Fable until you can marry and sacrifice multiple spouses.
I ask
Yeah, there is a romance kind of ish thing. Yeah, at the very end of the game, whoever you have the most affinity with has something happen to them near the end, and you get a follow-up scene and stuff like that. Which, yeah, and yeah, this is another one too, going back to the original game. When in the original one, you get affinity points with people just by talking to them, and there were no exceptions to that. You talk to somebody, you get a point with them, and now to make some medicine, and that includes innkeepers and merchants. So there were tons of, and you can actually, like, if you check GameFAQs from however many years ago it's been, you see like stuff on like GameFAQs, like Dragon's Dogma, Arisen Bond, or something like that, and yeah, so like Ben was saying, when you build accidental affinity and have a random person become the love of your life, yeah, it would be like the innkeeper at Grand Soren or the merchant right outside, because everybody would talk to them every time they would leave town, right? And they ended up fixing that by, I think they capped the amount that either they removed talking counting from merchants, or they capped the amount you could get from that. One of the two. Let's see. And one thing I like to do is, when enough time passes, food and stuff like that will gradually become like ripe, and it heals more, and then it becomes rotten. So what we're going to do is put the stuff away we don't need, and you never know when you're going to need a pie. Oh, let's check this one out. Inflicts blindness. Yes. Yes. You actually throw pies at people, you know. Like Flyfon said, that guy's tiny too, right? Lorax, Femshep was nice to Caden, he got creepy. Had to sacrifice him rather than let him continue to being friend-zoned. Oh. I take it you went blue, Lorax, in that playthrough? Or do you just have a single lady? I have to admit, it's like I've played a. Oh, hello. Let's go. Yeah, let's get our buff first. I may have had better ideas. Yeah, I tend to play male shepherd in Mass Effect, and that means, of course, whenever I did Mass Effect 1, I would usually go with Ashley every time. I did romance Liara once for the Chivo, of course, but man, we got a lot more XP. I guess enemies are worth double XP at night too. Either that, or he was worth more just being a different type of goblin. Yeah, went Liara because there was no Tally or Rex option. So no humans is your rule, I see. Yeah, enemies will get more aggressive at night because there aren't any NPCs patrolling the roads. Oh dear, we're not going to mess with wolves. Where are they? I think we can avoid them.
This road will have us to the encampment ere much longer.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the wolves are like off to that side there. Oh dear. Okay.
It's a troubling foe.
Yeah, they're retreating now. Okay, good.
Very well.
Where's the... Yeah, there we go.
I'm on my way.
Heal yourself away from the wolf hunting grounds. There we go.
Coming up. I'll heal your wound.
Sprawl said, "Whoa, you romance the president's daughter." Yeah, I decided to go for the overtime after all, you know. P-Bug says this is one of the few games he's seen that makes night actually pitch black. Yeah, yeah, it is really dark. It is really freaking dark at night. There's a tall lady.
Hello.
Yaris. So somebody ran and got their chosen pawn right at level 4. Of course, I'm at level 4, I think, too, right? I'm at level 5, okay. Of course, I'm playing on a hard mode, so...
Ought to say so?
There's another one for the auto drinking game.
Hello.
There's... Right, you can't make contracts with pawn.
Yes.
All the silly hats.
In case anyone was wondering, yes, the easiest way to get Wayne and I involved in anything is to have silly hats.
Right. Unlike Skyrim, where night is, but the Bethesda games have night is, yeah, you can pretty much see normally. There's just that dark blue filter in a little bit. Yeah, let me see if I can, because there was apparently it's a bug with the Steam version of the game where you're supposed to have to buy, like the bonus hats and packs and stuff like that, the costume packs, are unlocked in Dark Arisen, but you're supposed to buy them at the counterfeiter's shop. But I think there's a bug where if you're playing on hard mode or any other form of New Game Plus, they're just there in your inventory. Yeah, they're right here. So, let's, you can do change equipment. I'm probably not going to use these things because they kind of defeat the point of hard mode to show up with overpowered gear. But I will certainly be willing to put those on Leon because he'll have normal stats anyway. So here's our options. We have this stuff. And I think we can't see the other one because it's not allowed for our class. That. No pants, it looks like. And Dark Arisen introduced these. They are rings that have a very minor stat bonus, but upgrade the move they're linked to. So yeah, we can put those on Leon whenever we get him, but you'll probably not be. Oh right, skills. I have those. Let's see. We definitely want this. The idea is that you hit a large area of enemies, or you can fire a bunch of arrows at one really big enemy, which is what I'm planning on using it for. And then I think we'll save our... Yeah, I have an idea for the dagger moves I'll be using, and that tree is not one of them. So I probably just won't bother getting that at all. I'll probably give Leon the knife-focused moves, and then give Ashley the support dagger moves until we swap her class. Assuming you all want us to pick a different class. So we'll do. I think I usually do triangle for that one. Okay. But yeah, the entire point of that was to go here.
Well met, Arisen. Can you hear our voice? We speak to you from across great distance.
Across a great distance, like from another dimension.
Pray, forgive this strange and impersonal greeting. This rift serves as a gate.
So the entire thing with pawns is that they come from this like other dimension called the Rift, and yeah. Oh right, that's the idea. It's like it's not, pawns have no free will, but they also just are straight up stubborn, I will only listen to Arisen anyway. For the strength of your resolve.
Then we shall guide. You are an arisen in truth. This
Yeah, Lorax, it's funny you mentioned the lantern tossing. Remember that. There's a move that will... The hiding in bins moves you can. Yeah, actually, Flyathon, that's kind of the theme I'm planning on having for Ashley, is kind of the evasive stuff. Not only to stay alive, in early hard mode, but just for fun. So here's a funny thing. It's like they're telling us if we just wait around, if we wait for it, a trial will appear. And sure enough, I think it will appear as soon as we try to leave. So I'm going to grab this stuff first. Nice. There's a quest later on that requires us to get, I think it's 50 bugles. So that'll be either that or it's 10 bugles and it rewards us with a bunch more. Something like that. Regardless, we're going to need some. And it's always nice to respawn the stuff here and get them.
The beast comes! Hurry!
Isn't that convenient? The Pawn Legion wants us to surpass a trial, to prove our worth, and a trial comes right to us. Is there some kind of Banshee Howl move you can give her? I think there's a Warcry move, actually, the Warriors get, now that you mention it. That's probably the closest one.